Hi, we're back on Smells Like 90's Rock. It's Hot Toddy and DJ P.O.R.C. First time in a while. Let's talk about something happy. Let's talk about Johnny Knoxville, one of our beloved residents here.
Well, like, I think about it in terms of, like, whenever I see, like, a property that just, you know, a past property that, like, resurrects itself for, like, one last hurrah, like, my first, like, where my mind immediately goes is, like, how did this piece of culture, like, get us to where we are at this point?
Right.
How did this culture get us into a conflict with Russia?
Yeah.
Or a quasi-autocratic movement within one of our major political parties. And for all of its controversy at the time, Jackass is innocent. All they did was punch each other in the genitals, ram shopping cars together. They are not what is wrong with America.
No, all Johnny Knoxville would do is he would dress up like an old man and then get beat the crap up, and everybody would be like, "Oh no, that old man got beat up." That was it.
I will say I'm glad I was not one of the teenagers that would like. I like Jackass was funny enough for me, but I like never imitated it.
Same.
Some of my classmates.
Right. Isn't it? There was a lot of people that would imitate it.
I just know that, like, for this last movie, like, Johnny Knoxville got, like, a brain hemorrhage from one of the stunts he did. So,
well, part of the reason, have you seen him? He looks like Jamie Lee Curtis, like present-day Jamie Lee Curtis. He's old now.
I actually heard him in an interview recently. He said, like, when he's talking about, you know, his hair going gray, he said, it's actually been gray for, like, 20 years. I just colored it.
He colored it this whole time?
Like, yeah, he said, but now I'm 50, and I'm just like, I'm going to let it go. Who cares?
Well, by doing that, he's proving how old he is and why he shouldn't be throwing himself around like that anymore. None of them should. They're all middle-aged now. It's time to hang it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at 50, he's, like, still getting gored by bulls.
See, that's not fun.
It's landing on his head.
It's not fun. Speaking of being gored by bulls, this is a nice transition. I was forced to go to the rodeo the other night.
By who?
Well, it was peer pressure from my parents, and then eventually Janelle wanted to go as well. See, my parents texted me a few weeks back. They're like, hey, we're getting tickets to the rodeo. And my sister and I were like, great. You have fun at the rodeo. And then Janelle caught wind that they were going and that I turned down tickets. And she was like, I want to go.
Yep.
So my parents bought us tickets and we all went to the rodeo.
Did you guys wear masks?
We wore masks. We wore masks, but I tell you, mask wearing was few and far between at the old Thompson Bowling Arena. That's for sure, and tight squeeze too. Luckily, though, for as many people that were at the rodeo, it wasn't as a packed house as one might think. So. But yeah, you know, we saw a lot of like people riding bulls and get thrown off, and you wondered how these people aren't dead. They're probably gonna die at some point from doing this. Because this wasn't like a typical rodeo where it's like cowboys roping bulls in it. This was the what was this?
The professional bull riding.
Professional bull riding, yeah, like the sport, bull riding, where people become national or international champions because they can ride a bull for a couple minutes, or about 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
That's all it takes to be an internationally known bull rider, is to ride a bull for 8 seconds. I came to learn this. I didn't know that.
I mean, to be fair, I can't do it, so...
This is true. Like, I can't do it either.
And I'm an athlete, so...
Exactly. But, like, we saw one guy who was from Tennessee dislocate his hip after he got thrown off of a... Yeah. Oof. Yeah. And then something really sad, too. We saw a bull break its leg. And so you knew... Everyone knew what was going to happen after that bull left the track. So, and we didn't want to talk about it, but like that was like one of the main reasons why I didn't want to go. It's like I don't want to see a bull lose its life.
To be put down.
To be put down. I didn't want to see that. Although it was great to see the guy dislocate his hip. That's why you go. You go to see Jackass type stunts.